This is kind of ironic, and I'll explain why. This channel is about short story ideas and based on writing what you know, the advice writing what you know. And it seems that yesterday and today I used my iPhone to do two videos, and because I had the video in camera facing forward mode, I've got no idea why, but for some reason on the iPhone the sound was gone. I'm doing something simultaneous, a parallel channel, for different reasons, but oh my hair, goodness me, turn into Christopher Walken here. It's kind of going nuts. And I used my iPad, and for some reason that was okay. The sound was okay. So the video was okay, and the sound was okay. No problems. I don't know why, but anyway, like I said, it's kind of ironic, simply because the point of yesterday's video was that a lot of beginning writers try to follow the advice, write what you know. And they assume that this just means the big things in life, and obviously it can do, but I want to show I'm laughing for a reason, and I'll explain that eventually, but it's just ironic that I've used that particular phrase. Well, I want to show that your everyday life is you're surrounded by things that you can turn into short story ideas, inspiration for short stories, but you're probably just not aware of it, because one, especially with the internet, you are surrounded by a source of starting points for stories. But secondly, your own life is things you have experienced, things internal to you, but also the happenings of everyday life. And you might be thinking, but I lead the most boring life imaginable. I used to think so, but every single day something strange happens. And the microphone not working on the iPhone all of a sudden is a case in point, because I've taken like a lot of notes to self in the street, jot down this idea. Oh, I'll just make a quick recording of it, and the microphone's being fine. So suddenly, without me doing anything, as far as I'm aware, to the settings on the phone, this has ceased to work. The video part works okay, recording vision, but not recording sound. And that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. In even the most humdrum of lives, where you get up and your routine might be go get a shower, get breakfast. Let's assume for some reason other than COVID-19 that you have to stay at home. Perhaps, I don't know, you're retired, okay? You're a retired person, so you don't have a job, you don't have to go out, and so you think that, I don't know, I'll use somebody I know who's no longer with us as an example. His routine was get up, let the cat out, or let the cat in if the cat had been out all night, feed said cat, have a cup of tea and a piece of toast, sit in front of the television pretty much all day, and then obviously the 3 meals, get a shower or get a bath and go to bed. But that kind of routine is still, there are breaks in it. You go shopping, or you have food delivered. There are opportunities there for looking at that situation, because those are breaks in your routine. The food you eat, you're not going to eat exactly the same food every single day, I think. I know some people do, but you know. And then things break around the home. There are things like power cuts occasionally, drop things, have small accidents, trip over, have to do laundry. Unless you do laundry every single day, that's not part of the daily routine. Correspondence in the form of letters arrive. If you are still old school, you have newspapers delivered. People walk past within sight. Presumably you can see what people walking. The weather changes every single day, so all these things vary, and there is room there for looking at those situations for story ideas. Okay, we'll, about 2 or 3 videos down the road, look at how to look at those. Tomorrow we're going to look at your ordinary routine, especially if it's slightly more varied than that. If you've got something approaching a workplace to go to, we'll look at that kind of routine and see where you can look for or story writing inspiration, starting points for stories within the things that you do every single day. Okay, thanks for that. See you tomorrow.